Welcome in. I am Tammy Mastroberte, best-selling author of the book The Universe is Talking to You. And this is my weekly spirit boost. I come here live every Thursday at noon Eastern on Facebook, Instagram, uploaded to YouTube afterwards on my playlist, my weekly spirit boost playlist. And I like to share just a dose of inspiration, help you raise your vibes, help you on your path, on your spiritual path. And this week, I wanted to talk to you about how to not give up and stop trying when you are trying to manifest something, create something, reach a goal, make a change, whatever it is that you are focused on trying to do, trying to achieve. I think we are all trying or working toward some type of change in our life, right? We might be trying to find a new job. We might be unemployed and trying to find a job. We might be trying to find a new relationship, trying to find new friendships. We might be working on bringing in more abundance. We might be working on changing our career completely, starting a business, growing a business, trying to heal, working on healing our body, working on healing ourselves emotionally in some way. And part of that journey is trying new things, seeing what might work. And when we come up against obstacles, when we feel we are beaten down, we feel things are not working, we feel that there are issues and, we're just struggling in general, I find so many of us stop. Or we think, listen, I've been doing this for years. For years I've been doing this. I'm hoping you can hear me on Instagram because I keep getting texts, unfortunately, and that messes up my my thing. I forgot to put it on Do Not Disturb. So if you can't hear me, let me know and I'll start again. In terms of, just we get frustrated. We were like, but I've done all this stuff. It's been years I've been on this healing journey. It's been years I'm trying to get more money. Oh, you can hear me. Okay, good. I think it's only when a call comes through on my phone. And again, I forgot to put Do Not Disturb. So if anybody's watching this, don't call or text me. Okay. So it happens to all of us. We all get to a point where like, maybe this isn't my road. Maybe I should just, I'm just tired. I'm tired of trying. I just want to chuck it all away. And this happens in all of our lives, right? It's happened to me. It's happened to people that I know. It's happened to my students, my members. Recently, I did a member Facebook Live that I do once a month where I do not tarot card. Why did I say tarot card? Maybe the universe wants me to get more into tarot cards because they've been coming across my radar. Anyway, oracle card reading and mini oracle card readings for them and a group reading for the month. And one of the questions that I got, which is just a brilliant question, was, why is my manifesting not working? I keep trying all these different things and it's not working. And when we get to that point, we want to just stop. We want to just think, God, this is too difficult. I'm just going to be overweight. Or I'm just going to be broke and accept that I don't have enough money, or I'm not going to live the life that I want to live. Or I'm just going to accept that maybe I'm just going to be alone for the rest of my life and I'm not going to find a partner. And that is so depressing, right? That is so depressing, and we want to feel good. And so here's what I want to tell you about this. The reason I find that so many of us tend to give up is because we're struggling, because it's not working, because what we're doing is not working. And I want to share with you a quick story that illustrates. Actually, I'm going to share you a couple stories that illustrates why we should not stop, okay? And what I have found, the crux of this story is what I have found is that the people who succeed, the people who make the money, the people who grow the business, the people who find the relationship, the people who lose the weight, are the ones that just keep going no matter what. And so there's this book called by Napoleon Hill. You probably have heard of it if you're on a spiritual path, called Think and Grow Rich. And I love Napoleon Hill. I love all his teachings. I've listened to his audios, and he's just such an amazing man. Obviously, he's passed on now. But anyway, he wrote this book called Think and Grow Rich, and he tells the story in the book that has been come to known as the story of 3 feet from gold. Okay, and this is it's an analogy, but it's a true. I believe it's based on a true story. And so there was during one of the gold rush periods in Colorado. Okay, there was a miner, and he was in a mine, and he was just months. He spent months digging in this gold mine and not finding the gold. And he was like, maybe I got a bum mine. Maybe it's not really here. What am I doing? Months he spent. Okay, and finally he was like, this is worthless. This mine does not have gold. And he stopped. He took all his equipment that he had, and he just sold it to some junk guy, some guy who had like a junkyard, whatever, knew nothing about mining, knew nothing about any of it, but bought the equipment from him. Here's what this guy did. He knew nothing about it, right? He wasn't a miner. What he did was he went out and sought advice from engineers and people who did know about this particular area of expertise. And he found someone who investigated it and said, I think if you keep going another 3 feet, you're going to hit it. Based on my calculations, and obviously I'm paraphrasing this whole thing, but based on my calculations, based on my expertise, I think you're only about 3 feet away. And the guy was like, okay. So he used the equipment that he bought. Sure enough, 3 feet in, he strikes gold, has all the money in the world that he possibly needs. Now that dude who was an expert in it, or who was a miner, gave up 3 feet. Can you imagine you're digging in a tunnel and there's millions of dollars in a cave somewhere, and you're just digging and digging and digging, and then you're like, forget it, I'm not gonna do this anymore. I don't think there's really millions of dollars in here. I'm exhausted. You stop doing it. You sell the equipment that you were using, and somebody else is like, I don't know. And then they go to an expert and they find a map and they look at the geology and they're like, no, I really think there's a cave here. And then 3 feet later, somebody finds $1 billion. I mean, how mad are you going to be at yourself, right? So I tell you this story because often when people give up, often when people stop and they're like, I can't figure this out. This isn't working. I don't know what's going on. I'm done, okay? They are so close. They are so close. And I'll tell you another story. So there's someone else in the online business world, which I happen to know about because I'm in the online business world. And she was struggling. She was a mom of like 3 kids, struggling to build this business, created all these different funnels and different products, and nothing was working. And she recently told the story of how she was so down. She was so like, man, this is not for me. I don't know what I'm doing. This isn't working. This isn't for me. I should just chalk this up and go be a mother and forget about this whole business thing that I wanted to do. And then she just was like, you know what? I'm just going to put my head down and I'm going to try one more time. I'm going to try one more time to create products, to create this funnel, to put it out there and see what happens. She made over $1 million in 10 months. Because she kept going. Now, what if she stopped, right? And that's the thing, and I hear this all the time. They're like, everybody's like, listen, you're so close to success. The difference between you and the person that you see having what you want is they didn't stop. Now, I understand that it is difficult when you keep running up against stuff because you're like, but I don't know what to do now. I don't know what else I have not tried. I don't know what the next step is to do. And so I'm tired of trying to figure it out, and I'm just going to accept where I am. I promise you, you haven't tried everything. I promise you, you haven't tried anything. It's why I created my Get Unstuck toolkit, okay? Because have you tried calling in higher help? That's something you can do without really having to do much, research much, understand much, right? Have you tried that? Have you tried researching what angels specialize in what I'm trying to create? Maybe I don't even need to know what specializes it. Maybe I can just sit down and say a prayer every day and say, I am so stuck. Please show me the road. Please send me the signs to where I need to go. I don't want to give up, but I'm really frustrated here. I'm really at the end of my rope, and I don't want to stop. So please, I am asking, help me. Send me the ideas. Send me what I need to do. Send me where I need to go. Send me the people. Send me the opportunities. I know that I could be 3 feet from gold right now. I could be so close. I'm not going to stop. So just help me, right? You can find an expert. Find someone who is where you're at. Find someone who specializes in helping you, whether that be losing weight, whether that be manifesting. The Elevated Existence Summit that we're doing right now, filled with resources of people. I'm interviewing Courtney Levins today, who literally will communicate with your angels and guides for you. Find somebody who can help you figure out what it is you need to do next, what you need to focus on, to remind you you're almost there. That's what you do when you don't know exactly what step. I don't know what diet, Tammy. I don't know where to go to meet somebody. I don't know which online, dating service I should use. I don't know how else to find money. I don't know which path I need to pursue that's going to bring me passion in my career. I don't know what else to do next. You go back to prayer, and you go back to finding someone who can help you, finding the right book. Do you know how many people have found my book? I cannot even tell you how ridiculously grateful I feel every day when I come across people who are like, Tammy, I read your book and it completely changed my communication. It completely changed my life and the way that I see how to live my life, and realizing how much is available to us, realizing how our angels and our guides and our loved ones are communicating with us. It's completely changed my viewpoint, right? It doesn't have to be my book. Find a book. Ask the universe, bring me the book, the resources, the people, the opportunities that I need, and don't stop. Even if you're like, I'm going to stop trying to figure it out, that's totally okay. You can stop trying to figure it out. Don't stop trying to move forward. Still say that prayer every day, because when you say that prayer, when you ask, you will receive. When you ask, it will come to you. When you ask, the right people, the right information, who will then make you realize what you need to do next, will appear. But when we give up and when we stop, we're never going to get there. And if you see someone else who has what you want, that means you can do it too. Because we are all connected. We all have the same ability to create. We may not have the same talents. We may not have the same gifts. But we all have the ability to create what it is that we want. We were gifted with that when we incarnated into this body. And if we continue to move forward, if we don't give up, anytime I come across something in my business, and this does not mean that I haven't had times where I was like, I'm chucking it all. I'm done. I can't figure this out. I don't know what to do. However, especially when starting my business, my mindset was, I don't know, I'm just going to keep going. Eventually, I'm going to figure it out. Okay, this didn't work. What else do I have to do? I'm just going to keep trying to figure it out. Who do I have to hire? Who do I have to call? Who do I need to get a reading from? Who can get me in touch? Before I got in touch with my own guides, and even now sometimes I will say, who can I call that can help me shift my perspective on this, see this differently, so that I can keep going. And so think about if you gave up and you were 3 months from actually achieving what you wanted to, or even a year, and your whole life would change because you achieved something that you wanted to achieve. But you decided, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. 3 feet from gold. That's why I tell you that story. Don't be the person who sells the equipment and gives up and says, I'm not going to do this anymore. I don't want to, I'm not going to try this anymore. You go ahead. You try it. And then you find out that they did it. And you're like, man, what if I could have done that? I'm telling you, you can. I'm telling you, you can make the money. I'm telling you, you can find the relationship. I'm telling you, you can figure it out. I'm telling you, you can find the career. You can create whatever it is that you're trying to create in your life. You can find the people that can help you on your healing path and in whatever capacity is meant for you. You can do it. It's just remembering, I know I'm stuck. I know I'm stuck, and I really have no idea what to do, and I want to give all up. I want to completely give up, but you know what? I'm going to at least stop and say a prayer and ask for help. I'm going to at least do that before I give up. That is what I want you to remember. And that includes, I'm just trying to manifest this. I'm just trying to create change. I'm just, whatever it is that you're trying to do. Oh my gosh, there's so many comments. I got so excited with sharing this with you that I wasn't even reading the comments. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you all here. Oh, I must be thinking of you. Of course. Lorraine. Yes, listen, I love when people ask me questions, because when people ask me questions, and you guys who are watching this, please leave in the comments if you have a question or you're struggling with something and it's a topic that I can talk about, because I guarantee you someone else is in the same boat. I guarantee you someone else is feeling the same way, thinking the same way, and if I can be that person for you to give you that different perspective, to shift you in some way that keeps you going, that's what I'm here for. That's why I do these weekly spirit boosts. There could be something that I say that helps you get through the rest of your week. There could be something that I say that helps you shift and keep going. And so, I'm glad you love my book. Thank you, Michelle. So that's why I came on here, because I know there's people out there struggling who are saying, this isn't working. I've tried for years. I've been doing this for years. It's not working. Honestly, I have to tell you, especially if you're struggling with manifestation, make sure you are listening to the Elevated Existence Summit, completely free, elevatedexistencesummit.com. On Tuesday, I interviewed Dee Wallace. She was the mom in the movie E.T. She's an amazing actress. She's also an amazing author and an amazing intuitive channel. She teaches all about manifestation, and her class, or it really was a class. It was an interview, but it was a class on Tuesday, and you can listen for free. People are losing their minds over how amazing it was and how she just got right to the point of how to do it. And we talked about people who are saying, I've been trying to do this forever, okay? And she talks about, I'm telling you how to keep going. She talks about, how do I shift my energy and redirect my energy so that I can create what I want to create. And so her interview, actually it's going to be this weekend. We're doing, I'll let the cat out of the bag early. We're doing a most popular replay weekend. So, and she has definitely been one of the most popular. So if you did miss her interview, it will reopen on Friday through the weekend, and you can listen to it again. Again, completely free. She has a free gift where you can get an amazing class on how relationships with what we want to create are important, and how relationships with our health and our money and everything affects everything else. So anyway, that summit is going on until mid-April. She's just one of the people, but I brought it up because specifically if you're struggling with manifesting, she's amazing. She has an amazing new book out too called Born, that came out in December, but she has other books on it as well. Anyway, that's an aside. So I'm actually getting ready to interview Courtney Levins, who is the Angel Intuitive, today. And again, she helps people get in touch with their angels and guides, answer the questions, figure out why, they are where they are and where they need to go, right? That we have all of these resources available to us. We have to remember to use them. So I just wanted to come on here because I know there's people in this situation, and because I've been there myself and I get it. I just want you to keep going. I want you to remember, man, what if I stop and I was only a couple months away from having what I wanted? What if I stop and in a year my entire life could have been different, but I stay where I am for the next 5 years, miserable? Don't do it. Don't do that to yourself. Keep going. There are ridiculous stories. I only gave you a couple of examples, but there's so many examples of people who said, man, I almost gave up, but I tried one more thing. That's what I want you to do. I want you to just try one more thing, and then try another one more thing, and then keep going, because eventually you're going to strike the gold. Eventually you're going to get there, and you're going to say, oh my gosh, what a journey, but thank God I didn't stop. That's what I want you to remember. That's what I want you to know, and that's why I came on here today. So I'm just really passionate about this today, and I just feel like when it hit me the other day, I'm like, this is what I need to talk about. So I wanted to share that with you. Tag somebody in this that needs to hear this. There are people all over that need to hear this. I need to hear this myself from time to time. And, you know, again, please feel free to comment and let me know, is there something specific that you're struggling with that you'd like me to talk about? I think if you're on my list, I might send out a survey for you to just jot in, you know, specific topics that you might want me to riff on or talk about or help you with in some way. And then I'll just sort of bring the inspiration through for you. But thank you so much for everybody. Oh, I love that you're randomly catching my live, Lori. So cool. Thank you, Facebook, for letting people know I'm on. And Instagram, too. I don't know if they let you know I'm on there. But anyway, thank you so much for being here with me, for allowing me to teach and share with you and tell you whatever comes through to me that hopefully will encourage you and keep you moving forward and keep you on your spiritual path, because we all need reminders. We all need to hear it. We all need to hear it again and again and again, and sometimes one person will say it in a different way and it clicks. And so I'm hoping I can be that one person for you. So have an amazing and beautiful day. If you are not listening to the summit, oh my gosh, elevatedexistence.com, completely free, experts on mind, body healing, manifestation, enhancing your intuition, completely free to listen to, live every Tuesday and Thursday. We started in January, we're going through April. But I am doing a most popular replay weekend, meaning I'm opening up all the replays for the most popular interviews so far. So you can catch a whole bunch that you missed this weekend. But thank you for being here with me again. And I wish you an amazing and beautiful weekend. If you do nothing else toward trying to reach your goals, say a prayer every day this weekend. I promise you, within days of starting to say a prayer every day, you will start seeing movement. Even if it's a tiny movement, even if it's an all of a sudden an idea that you didn't have and you decide to pursue it. It comes. So I love you all, and I will see you soon. Hopefully I will see you in the summit, and I'll be back here next week. So, oh good, I'm glad you're listening. That's awesome. I'll see you back here next week. Sending love to you all. Have an amazing and beautiful weekend. Keep going. Don't stop. I promise you, you're probably 3 feet from gold. Bye, everybody.